I'm here to tell you about the fantastic Name the Game series from Australian Football Video. Now, there's over 200 games available, including final series, state games, night premierships, and the best home and away matches of the 91 and 92 seasons. Not just the highlights, not just the last quarter, but 100 minutes of top footy action. So pick up your free catalogue at any Brussels store. And remember, footy brings out the best in a person.
It's been a footy year to remember, of history in the making. And this you'll want to own. The 1994 Premiership clash, or three of the final's best, including football's greatest moment, the grand final. Enjoy again and again the climax to this magnificent football season. Relive every thrilling moment of unforgettable football memories. Australian Football Video's 1994 Premiership offer.
I'd like to see that, Harry.
Seconds remaining. Evans may have the last kick in this grand final. The Eagles are going to win their first leg.
West Coast Eagles, Premiership 1992.
The clock is ticking down towards the final siren. And the final siren for the Eagles for 1993, the reigning Premier, about to bow out of the first semi-final. There is the siren, and the Eagles, the reigning title holder, unable to defend their crown in the grand final, going out to Essendon in the first semi. The Bombers leading at every change and finishing on top of the ladder. Will now advance to the...
Good mark, it's Lewis, he plays on, gets the hand pass in. Welcome back, Craig Turley, he kicks a goal.
Right half forward, Evans goes up, terrific mark. Hart is 40 metres in the clear, has a second bounce, and a third, no he doesn't, he kicks inside the 50, Sirmich, it fell short of him, he'll take something special from here, I tell you what!
Matera from outside the boundary line has floated it through.
He's in business, and he pulled back far enough. He's pulled it back. Oh! What a beauty!
On the forward line, Biska gives it straight to Kemp. Look, open goal, all over. Long probing kick, Sirmich tailor-made for him. Peter Sirmich.
Time will tell. Kenny's ridden into the ground. The umpire calls it play on. They're still going. Bond has a snap. It's high and straight, and I think it might be the Eagles' third.
Back goes Sirmich. That's a great mark. Very good mark with the greasy ball.
And McIntosh is there also. McIntosh just outside 50. Gives a little ground to Pike. Pike on the 50. Settles for home. Shoots and has kicked one. Hart. He'll nearly kick a goal. He's approaching 50. He's a pretty good kick, David Hart.
Eddie's handball, Hines taps it on, here's Matera going for goal. That one he kicks.
So a bit of space now, the advantage is with West Coast. The free kick was at left half back. Horsfield's going to kick them forward or hand pass.
And this is terrific, isn't it? With the West Coast players acknowledging Dwayne Lamb. What a handball at the up under pressure. And the racehorses away, Matera.
But an excellent mark taken there by Jakovic. Lewis gathers. A little handball for Kemp. Kemp across his body. A magnificent kick. And gets good distance with the kick. Oh, Main Waring.
Gilbert. Brennan up high. Good mark. He's played a terrific game, Brennan.
Out to centre wing. 2-1 the Eagles. Mark the Banfield.
Hi, I'm Chris Mainwaring, and as a member of the Eagles Premiership team in 1992, I can tell you that loss to Essendon in the 1993 final series was pretty hard to take. Every one of us was keen to make amends in 1994, although we got off to a shaky start when we were beaten by the Crows in the Foster's Cup and saw a tripping charge rob Carl Langdon of the first three games of the season.
Langdon said it was accidental, that he was running to cover another Crows player. Bickley thought the tackle was a little late. The tribunal ruled that it was intentional, found him guilty and handed him a 3-match suspension.
The season proper started with a game against Essendon at the MCG, and we were keen to turn around that first semi-final loss from 1993.
There's Lewis, his second kick down towards right half forward. Evans goes up, terrific mark. Well, they left it behind them. Matera had the best recovery. Matera kicks for space. Here's a golden opportunity for the Eagles. Hart is 40 metres in the clear. Has a second bounce. And a third. No, he doesn't. He kicks inside the 50. Sirmich, it fell short of him. It'll take something special from here. And I tell you what! I tell you what!
Just spoils this time. Heady, an unusual touch for him. Matera from outside the boundary line has floated it through.
There's Wanganeen. Look at the pace of the man, carrying the ball. And he pulled away from Heady. Manton.
He'd have to be in the votes again today, Gavin Wanganeen.
The Bombers desperate for a goal. Manton goes long down towards full forward. In front down there, Somerville. It falls behind a Cockatoo Collins. Deep in the pocket. Is it another miracle goal? It is! Cockatoo Collins flying down towards right half forward. Gathers the ball. Unloads with a long kick. Back comes Salmon in from the side. Brennan. Salmon's over the ball, dragged off it. Manton emerges with it. He snaps. This could be a lifter. It's a goal. Well, you can't keep a lid on the MCG at the moment. Out of defence. Optical illusion. Ball comes to the wing. This is Hart. 55 metres out. David Hart. Something of a sharp shooter, and I think he's got it. Eagles back in front. What a game. And the skills so high already. O'Donnell, Calthorpe, 65 metres out Calthorpe. Long to full forward, Salmon. Drew Morfitt has been polishing the crystal ball. It takes a long time to prepare Salmon. The clock now is under 2 minutes. When he first got the ball, it was 2:15. He kicks from 12 metres out. Essendon in front.
We had our first closed training session before our round 2 game against the Crows. The media might not like these sessions, but they're invaluable from a coaching point of view. Unfortunately, we were 20 points down turning for home against the Crows, but a big effort in the final term got us across the line.
Hurried kick by Banfield. He kicked one in the first quarter. Bond is down there. Can't do anything with it. They've still got possession. A snap. A high snap by Turnbull. They've got the start they wanted. Ryan Turnbull kicks his second. Will that breathe new life into the Eagles? 8-10 plays 10-12.
One down by Turnbull. Lewis. Pike. High kick towards half forward. Spinks camped in front. Jamison intent on destruction from behind. Taken by Bond to Heady. Can he kick another one? Heady measures the kick. 40 metres out. It's good. He's got 3. A goal in it. Atsubi.
Late withdrawal from the Crows lineup. One straight kick the difference. Turnbull goes for a belt. Off to kick. Wide to Mainwaring. The West Coast Eagles coming home with a wet sail. Mainwaring just gets his kick in time from the fast approaching Wiedemann. Up towards half-board. Sirmich, no mark. McIntosh tries to get the hand pass away. Lewis in towards goal. This to tie it up, and he's done it. Scores a level here at Sydney.
Has to be something of a calculated gamble, doesn't it?
My word. Considering the extent of those injuries. Snap smothered, Liptak working hard, he loses possession. Heady again! Oh! Come on, Brett Heady! And he's doing that with 3 in the final quarter and 4 for the game. The Eagles hit the front.
Heady kicked 5 goals the first time these two clubs met. That was on this ground back in 1991. He was a star then, perhaps the best player the West Coast Eagles had at that time. He's been struggling for form, but he's back in town today with 5. On the forward line, Bisker gives it straight to Kemp. Look out, open goal, all over.
Swings it round his body, back towards the racehorse territory, Tregenza and Matera. It's just been a wonderful struggle between those two all day, but there it is, it's all over. Victory to the West Coast Eagles, coming from 20 points down at three-quarter time.
Brett Eddy was crook. Half-time he was as sick as a dog. He didn't tell me before the game he tried to play with it, and it was a matter of just trying to get him over the line. He had the runs and all that sort of stuff, so he was terrific when he was needed most.
A modest Teddy was just grateful to be part of the team's first win of the season.
I didn't think we were playing anywhere near our potential for the first 3 quarters, and it was just great to see the camaraderie and stuff out there in the last quarter and the guys to get up and win a really good game.
Round 3 took us back to the MCG. Richmond had finished second last in 1993, but looked more of a threat in 94.
This guy. There's Richardson up ahead. Francis will kick from just outside the 50. A chance to level the scores. Good-looking effort. McIntosh goes back, can't reach it. Goal. McKenna leads back in the race. Guy McKenna on the wing. Well, how did he do that? Guy McKenna, touch of magic. Mainwaring. Spinks is on down the ground. Mainwaring cuts back towards the middle. Goes looking for Sumich, and Sumich is marked. Good decision by Mainwaring. He's kicked 5 or more goals 5 times against Richmond. The first of the afternoon for Sumich. Centering kick should have been better. It comes to Knights on the bounce. Did beautifully Knights. Runs inside the 50. He'll kick this. Long kick. Good kick.
Bond with speed. Gets away. Fires it at Sumich. Almost a mark. Lewis roves it well. Gives it away. Spinks goes at goal. And that looks pretty good too. He's kicked it.
Elliott up towards the wing, boots it down towards centre half forward. McKenna in best position. Oh, that's clever. Great use of the body. Away they come again. Worsfold got it from Brennan. Boots it towards the wing. 2-on-1 for the Eagles. Lewis can take it and go. He kicks down towards half forward. Heady. This should result in a goal. They've got 3 runners everywhere. Heady, little chip pass short. Spinks, awkward half volley as it turned out. Comes back to Matera. Quick release across towards Pike. Pike was in trouble. Dundas went down. Kemp on his knees. Matera inside the 50 goes Goldwood. Is it another one for the West Coast Eagles? I think it is. Goal to Matera. Turnbull and Bullis. What will happen this time? That's interesting. Well, if Turnbull didn't deserve a free kick there, nobody did, but he kicked it anyway. Took it upon himself. This is Lewis down towards half forward. Up goes Spinks, and that's a good grab. He's very sure he's a one-grab player. There's the siren. As Wilson offers a lead, it's all over, thankfully, at the MCG. So finally, the West Coast Eagles run out most convincing winners, 2015 135 to Richmond's 5-9 39.
The Wacker was a bit of a thorn in our side in 1993. It's good to get the monkey off our backs early in 94.
Tumbles a short one, back towards Mainwaring. Wants someone going past, and gets him. Look out, Hart. He gets clear. Bounces his way across the centre. The Eagles into attack again. Up towards half forward. Out comes Sumich. Then he's got to stop for a moment. Matera could have gone over the top to Heady. Was it too late? Time will tell. Heady's ridden into the ground. The umpire calls it play on. They're still going. Bond has a snap. It's high, it's straight, and I think it might be the Eagles' third. 4 players all have singles for Fitzroy as Harding tries to charge out of the centre. Gets it down towards Mainwaring. He gets through heavy traffic delightfully and then left puts it up towards Sumich at full fall. He gets a touch and tumbles over the back. Was touched, I'm sure. Well, the umpire said no. The centre once again. No decisive tap. Kemp tried to just a little toe poke. Couldn't get it out cleanly. Eventually it spawned. A short kick in towards Armstrong. A hurried left footer down towards half forward. Well, the doctor almost ran into his own man. It may come unstuck. It does because Matera can steal it. Wilson.
Jeff Ogg right up on the half forward line, and Paul Roos now at full forward being picked up by Guy McKenna.
The Sumich lead initially ignored. Wilson goes back. He wants to go long, floating it up towards full forward. Spinks. Oh, Heady at the back. Too easily.
He swings it out wide. 1-out contest out there. I'll back Matera. Going to disrespect to Baldwin, but Matera is that sort of player. Away he comes, between the lines now. Probing kick inside the 50. Sumich is down there, got to the back of Hawking. Close to the boundary line, Hart kept it in. Well done by Bond to Wilson. Sumich at ground level. No, it's Turnbull. Turnbull gets it across to Hart. Now Schofield. Schofield about 35 metres out from goal, and this one's better. He can snap them.
Their result now will be 2-2, which is as good as most clubs in the competition.
Here's Matera. Oh, the man's brilliant. Brilliant.
Even champions have to do those jobs around the house. A quick once-over with the mower helps Peter Matera wind down from a big weekend of footy. And for the bloke we call Roo, it was a big game.
Here from 52 metres, Matera, yes!
Fitzroy a pretty good side, and to get the possessions I did today, Saturday was pretty good.
Tagging is part of our game these days, and it's no secret that Roo gets his fair share.
Going up every week, you know you're going to get a different opponent, and he's going to play tight on you, so you've got to go into the game that you know you're going to do well on him. And to be tagged on wing, it's very hard to, like I say, to be tagged, and just got to try and beat it.
Roo is one of those blokes who inspires you. When he's running hot, it rubs off. It's great to play alongside such a class player, and I think we combine pretty well.
That's a pretty good point there, because I like kicking goals, and the good ones that I enjoy as well. But you know yourself, you're always down the back line helping the boys out, and you do a pretty good job down there. And I'm more of a forward runner, so we do both good jobs.
And since Roo never seems to need my help on the football field, well, I think I'll sit back and just watch him finish the job at hand. It was Anzac weekend when Hawthorn came to town in round 5, and unfortunately, we were the casualties. The Hawks had just lost 3 in a row. We're pretty keen to turn things around.
The first game of Hargraves, 52 metres out, and he's kicked the goal. Well done by the youngster.
Condon ignores that, goes for distance. In fact, it was a compromise, and Pauldy has taken the mark. It was a courageous effort. Gets it to Hudson right on the 50. Down towards full forward. In front, McIntosh didn't have the ball. Comes to Hargraves, who may have kicked the goal. It's a beauty. 70 metres from goal, Andy Gowers pumps it back in. Dunstall has found a little space. Oh, terrific mark. This shouldn't pose a problem. It's through. Hawthorn skip further in front.
Doesn't look as if they're having any impact on this Hawthorn outfit whatsoever.
Jakovic went towards Spinks. Now here's a chance for Mainwaring. Goes to ground and pops up again quickly. First on the left, now on the right. Short to Lewis, into the open goal. Can he break the ice? Yes, he can at last. Platten is there, so too is Dunstall. Platten close to the boundary line. Kicks it in play, Platt. Can he get round McIntosh? He soccers it. Centering kick. Goal to Jarman. Wanders in. Pushed wide with McIntosh, but he can't get a kick. It could result in a goal to Crawford. 30 metres out, over the top, he'll go to Hargraves. Kick another one on Deboo, and he does.
Jarman. Yes, well, the man peeled off Jarman and went to Pritchard. So Jarman's got the ball 45 metres out. He's got the in-swinger working.
Lucky you're here, Sandy.
Good coaching. Remaining in this game, and there will be blessed relief as far as these fans and the Eagles are concerned. They have been thumped today as Sumich comes up. Took a very good kick to mark on his chest. About 50 metres from goal, and will kick at number 6. So the Sumich kick. 19-15, 7-10. Sumich goes at his 6th, and that's a very good kick. It's a goal. He's got 2 after the siren then.
Yes, well done to Knights and Hawthorn. Just repeating the final score. Hawthorn, big winners. 19-15, 129. West Coast stunned at 8-10-58.
Being thumped by Hawthorn wasn't much fun at all. We faced North Melbourne in round 6 at the MCG.
Kicks it! Boundary throw in, left forward pocket for West Coast. McIntosh tries to fend the opposition off. Got to get rid of it. Out wide, Pike!
Snapshot by Pike is a goal.
Stevens goes into assist. Wilson comes in for the Eagles. Shrugs the tackle. Gets the handball away. Wants the area of Brett Heady. McKenna's having a lovely first quarter. Gets the hand pass off to Turnbull. T kicks long up towards the forward line. And it's a goal. In fact, it was Spinks, I think, who's kicked it. What a goal.
Heady on his own at centre half forward.
He elects to go more directly, however, towards Spinks. Lewis in front. Another one. Number 10.
Struck. Gets it up towards half forward. Archer unselfishly, Carey equally so, and Stevens gets the goal in North Melbourne's best passage of play for the game so far. Brennan, kicked clear by Mainwaring. Was that luck or good management? Lamb, Hart, he'll nearly kick a goal. He's approaching 50. He's a pretty good kick, David Hart, and it covers the pack, and it's a goal. Second goal to David Hart. North Melbourne fans not happy, but the Eagles fans are ecstatic.
The play goes on. Hines gives it back to Jakovic. He's 65 metres out from goal. Pumps it in towards McIntosh. Well, he was the flyer, and he almost completed the mark. Ishiko gets the hand pass away. It's still not out of the danger zone. Bond is there for the West Coast Eagles. He's still going, Bond. Gives it to Hines, who chips away at goal. Going to be close. I think he's got it.
The final score, David Hines there, and the player in trouble was David Hart, but it may only just be cramp. West Coast have won this game 18-15, 123. North Melbourne 13-8, 86.
It looked harmless enough, but Peter Summich's chase of John Longmire means at least a couple of weeks on the sidelines.
And there's a problem with Peter Sumich, who's in the hands of the trainers. Appears to have done a hammy.
Sumich left the ground almost immediately. He had physio this morning on an injury his teammates hope will be mended sooner rather than later.
Certainly someone will miss this week, obviously, and we've got the bye, so that may mean he might only miss one game. Certainly that's what we'll all be working towards.
Fairly disappointed for himself, I guess.
Yeah, very disappointed, because I think he's been happy with his form so far. We all have, and unfortunately he has to have a break now, and hopefully it won't hurt him. I'm sure he'll work hard in the pool and probably on exercise bike and come back even better.
6 rounds into the season and we were in second place on the ladder, just behind Melbourne. And we had 4 players in a bit of a race to become the first Eagle to play 150 AFL games. When we played our first AFL game against Richmond back on March 29, 1987, the thought of playing 150 games was far from Dwayne Lamb and Michael Brennan's minds.
No, not at all. You know, it's 8 years and I didn't really think I'd be with the Eagles that long. I thought it would have been sort of well and truly going fishing.
But the two are still playing, and along with John Worsfold and myself, have built a friendly rivalry in reaching the milestone first.
I'm getting close now, so unless you boys sort of gang up on me, I'm half a chance.
I'm going to have to speak to Rob Wiley, my brother-in-law, on the selection committee and see what he can do.
Now, if Fatty happens to beat us to 150, does that mean we're going to have to set our sights for 200 games?
Oh, leave me out of that.
Carlton was our challenge in round 7. We went into the game without Peter Sumich, who'd suffered a hamstring injury. With the bye coming up in round 8, we really wanted a win.
Madden with the left hand, pushing away from goal, but only momentarily. Kemp, a left footer, high, in towards full forward, and a strong mark taken by McIntosh. Great use of the body. And this young man is going to have a shot for his second. He kicked one in the first, but he's an exciting player to watch, Bernie, isn't he?
Almost the best full-back in the competition, but he can play at either end of the ground. Actually, McIntosh using the body well. Feedy's kept out of the contest by the use of the body there by McIntosh, and then taking the easy chest mark.
30 metres out. Not a difficult angle. It's a left footer. He guides it straight through the middle.
Williams, as the ball goes towards the outer side, which raised a few eyebrows. Hogg couldn't control the ball, taken by Turnbull. He puts back inside the 50. 3-on-1 down there. Hines has got the ball.
Here he goes.
Silvani slipped over. Hines tips Goldwood and kicks one.
Into the pocket he goes. Kudapeti's caught. Brown there, ready to get the hand pass away. Christie under pressure. Spills free towards McKay. He'll lose it to Wilson. Got to give it away to Lewis. 55 metres out. A high ball in towards the forward line once again. No one able to take him out. High
Jakovic overran the ball. Now a chance for Bond, close to the boundary line, pulls it back. Oliver's favoured by the kick. Numbers again around the ball for the Eagles. What can the big man do? Madden. Up on the ball. Great dexterity initially, but smothered off the boot by Worsfold.
Back towards centre wing. Kept in play. Jason Ball gets a high kick up towards the half-forward line. Matthew Hogg twisting and turning, sneaks away from Heady, but then has an airy. Oh, could prove very costly. McIntosh gives it to Heady. He shoots towards goal, and it does prove very, very costly. No mark taken. Wilson tries to storm through. In fact, he does. He does it beautifully. Lewis holds it just long enough, then gives it to McKenna. He should goal. Oh, the Eagles are hot here at Subi.
No, you're not in a time zone store, but deep inside our players' room, which this year looks like one. There's a drinks machine, video games and a pool table, which is helping to build team spirit and keep the guys around the club.
Oh, I think things like that certainly help, yeah, especially long term. You know, the boys hang around the club a lot longer, which is good.
But out of the showers and back to where all the action is. And tonight we've got the final of the pool comp between Joey Young, Rob Wiley and the players' representatives Peter Sumich and Braden Lyle. Let's see how they go. Well, after this shot, all Summer could say was, "Get the cameras here!" Now, Summer, don't let the pressure get to you, son. In fact, the best thing about these games is helping the boys relax away from football.
I think they give us a bit of relaxation after training, you know, good solid couple of hours on the track, and we can come in and sort of let our minds run free on the games.
Perhaps Daniel Metropolis was too relaxed. Speaking of getting taken to the cleaners, that's exactly what happened to Summer and Braden Lyle against the old folk. Oops, I mean Robbie and George. By round 9, we had a pretty good feeling about the season. And even though Peter Sumich was still out of action with a hamstring injury, we were pretty confident facing Footscray at the Western Oval.
He tumbles that one towards half forward. Pike leading in the race. In trouble, gets slung off the football, socket off the ground by towards Matera from Mainwaring. Matera uses it nicely, then heads for home with a long drop punt. That's 65 metres towards McIntosh. It bounces over the top, and he's kicked a goal.
May have been last year. Sure that one might come up for Neil Busy, but would have to be a little bit careful.
Bond's kick up towards the half-forward line. Time ticking away for the West Coast Eagles. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. They've been outscored in this quarter. McIntosh the target. Yes! Second grab.
Great performance, really, wasn't it?
Yep. This for the first goal of the quarter for the West Coast Eagles, and I think he may have put it through. Back into play. Vital seconds these are too for both sides. Jakovic has a chance to send the Eagles forward. A sweeping hand pass to accommodate Hart. He can bounce his way down to the half-forward line. 10 seconds remaining. The Eagles inside 50. Godden will have to take a mark at the back. Heady may soccer off the ground. He does! Very, very good side, the West Coast Eagles. Matera will lay the tackle. He's got the free kick and he might get the goal. I couldn't work that one out.
That's the ball game.
It's all over. The Eagles are home, but how did they get the free kick?
And has worked tirelessly for the Eagles all day. Again, he gets his left hand to it. Liberatore couldn't quite take it away. Chance there for Wilson. Ball spills for Krediuk. He's going to get run down. Had an airy. In goes Wilson again. Godden throws his right foot at it. Lewis, it bounces. It's a goal, I think, kicked by Godden.
As we approached round 10, there was a great feeling in the club. Not just because we're on top of the ladder, but also because our mate Dwayne Lamb was about to reach a significant milestone. The first Eagle to play 150 games for our club.
Dwayne Lamb is an original Eagle and has been one of the club's most consistent performers. He's seen the West Coast come a long way, having finished as low as 11th in '89 to the Premiership in 1992, which is the highlight of his career.
Aim to play at the highest level and achieve the greatest reward, and that you can't beat that one.
As well as success, Lamb's had his fair share of injuries, like a broken arm, boot in the face. On one occasion, he swallowed his tongue and was sent into a fit. This year he missed the start of the season with an ankle injury. Many thought he wouldn't make it to 150 games.
Yeah, not getting the first game this year was a little bit sort of nervy, I suppose. The side had been playing so well. I thought, well, I'm going to get games somewhere, but how long I have to wait, another thing.
But there's still plenty of desire and run in the legs of Lamb, and retirement is not an issue at this stage.
I hope it's not a case of Alan Porter one week and Dwayne Lamb the next.
Well, you never know, do you? I suppose there might be internal pressure too, but no, so far so good. So I think that'll get that out of the way, and it might sort of relax me a little bit, and we'll, I still think I've got a little bit of footy left in me, and I suppose I've got my spot now, and it's got a matter of someone's going to take it off me.
From the Swans' goal. Tries to take Djakovic on. Djakovic's tackle was good. Will he get a free kick, Brewer? Dumped him after he got rid of the ball. Advantage given to Kelly. Kelly, great kick for goal. This will go through. A beauty. The captain's goal. Chris Lewis, quiet night for him so far. Sydney doing the little things that add up in the end. Lamb's handball to Bond. Bond goes back to Godden. Godden at about 60 metres. Kick centering one. Dunkley, big flight in the back. Might have been a mistake. He's hard for a goal. Ball bounces up. O'Neill very quickly onto the boot. Probably should have done a bit better there. Fortunately for Sydney, Matera fell at the first attempt. Then a beautiful kick to centre half forward to Hart. Should kick a goal. Kicked a couple. Hart goes bang and puts it through. Played by Mooney in the centre of the ground now. Lamb taken by Banfield. A sneaky little hand pass to McKenna. McKenna goes wide. The Eagles have got some space out of right half forward. It's Chris Lewis. A little kick into the path of Pike, and Pike is marked too far out to score, unselfishly to Hines, and Hines may be too far out as well. He's got to kick a 55-metre plus kick here to score. Hines has kicked one, short again, and very well done McIntosh. And so far in this term, the Eagles have kicked 5 goals, 3 is it, or 5-4? They were 5-9 at half-time. McIntosh, a lovely long kick. Looks pretty good. McIntosh goal.
It was top of the table at the MCG when we took on the Demons, still without Peter Simic, but plenty of other options up forward.
Down the ground and then kicks it up towards the forward pocket area, and Lewis is too classy there for Gilbert and is marked in the forward pocket for West Coast's 5th goal. They lead 4-1 to 2-1, and Lewis deep in the pocket. A lovely kick by Lewis. And Lewis has kicked his 3rd goal. Lyon, can he get the hand pass away? No, he kicks it high, back towards half forward. A good contest there. Worsfold shows composure, gets it to Banfield. Away to David Hart. He's in the centre of the ground and he goes long, straight towards the forward pocket area. McIntosh got back. Lewis gathers. A little handball for Kemp. Kemp across his body. A magnificent kick, equally as good as the last goal. And Kemp gets one for the West Coast. Schwartz provides a lead. Alan Djakovic at centre half forward. Line goes to Schwartz, who's become the target for the moment. Well played, Glenn Djakovic. Strength there, and now goes short to Pike. And Pike made good position further down the ground, taking the mark. Again, a short kick. Well done there by Worsfold. He was in trouble, but he took the mark and ran away there from Doyle. His kick in towards the half-forward area has been marked by McIntosh, and Melbourne haven't got anywhere near the football from right back pocket all the way up to half-forward. Wilson couldn't take the mark. Little kick off the ground there by Brett Lovett was advantageous, but Stein's really the wrong option. Lewis dispossesses Brett Lovett, runs away, and his little left foot kick into the forward line, disappointing. Yates should have taken the mark. Bond run down by White. Gatherers by Mainwaring. Mainwaring loves this situation. He bombs away and kicks the goal. Young Malloy to kick it in for the Demons. Goes pretty well straight down the ground and gets good distance with the kick. Mainwaring. Well, I was just thinking, Ross, that he certainly had a good game, Chris Mainwaring, but that's topped it off so far. Malloy, terrible kick. Tingay, good fingertipper, runs away from Mainwaring. Handball over the top. Todd Viney, centering kick. Gilbert, Brennan up high, good mark. He's played a terrific game, Brennan. Up towards half forward. McKenna's been pretty good. Can't remember him making a mistake. Hart, Glenn Djakovic, Kemp to McKenna, short,
was a training drill, wasn't it? To Pike. To Hart. Wide ball, Worsfold. Got a bad bounce. Tapped on by Evans. Mainwaring outside 50. Centering kick, good one on, good mark by Lewis. I think it's one of the very grey areas in umpiring, don't you?
It happens all during the day, and then they pick one out.
Here's Lewis for his 5th goal. Round the body, snap, he's got it. 5 to Lewis.
You'd almost think we were getting used to playing without Peter Sumich, but that wasn't the case. In fact, Suma is a very important part of our team, both on and off the field. It's early morning, and for a bunch of us, that means swimming training. What started in pre-season when hot summer mornings made getting up easy has continued through the cold winter football season, and for most, we feel like Summer.
I'll put it this way, Chris, this gets me out of bed earlier and I don't appreciate that.
But a quick water temperature test and away we go. The idea of these sessions was twofold. One to help get over injuries and 2 for extra fitness. Now, Mitchell White is a good swimmer.
I'm too good a swimmer to be a footballer. It's a sure sign you've been injured for a long time.
When it comes to Jacko, though, he really finds the going tough. And no wonder when Summer explains why.
Actually, I think he does all right for a bloke who,
I'm going all right, let me right.
who failed his swimming class lessons at the age of 10 and 11.
Oh, Jacko,
Still, Jacko,
what about that? You like to
your
tell
swimming
us about that one?
style's a lot better than Ash McIntosh's fashion look.
Ash, he was looking very stylish when he came in this morning, wasn't he, with the Argies?
one of his better looks, wasn't it? Well, that's a brief look at the group we call the Eagles Early Birds. And for most of us, I think it's back to bed. Round 12 brought the Brisbane Bears to Perth. We were on top of the ladder. The Bears were 11th. They really made us work hard for the 4 points.
Without it down there, Leslie. No free kick. Hines to Lewis. Goal coming up. Quick hands. Hamilton again, well played. Got it to Buse. Lambert. Great football by the Bears. Gastiv up through the middle. Kicks inside the 50. Pios comes on the lead. Terrific mark. Put that on the highlight reel for the Bears in 1994. He's causing John Worsfold a few problems down there. He's quick on the lead, and that was a great mark. We'll get the distance. We've decided on that. He's got the accuracy as well. The Bears lead it. Clappe leads back. Fletcher is tracking him. Clappe tried to get it back to Evans, succeeded. The hand pass to Turnbull, has to wait. McIver gets there, affected the kick. Brilliantly picked up by McIntosh to Banfield. Banfield's kick is good. Oh, Ashley McIntosh, take it out.
His kick to half forward. And Brennan in front of Dion Scott to mark. Michael Brennan playing game 150. Out to centre wing. 2-1 the Eagles. Mark to Banfield. Clever. Centering kick. Just carried. Spinks takes the mark. He's got Waterman. Kick by Waterman to half forward. Matera. He'll be kicking from outside 50. Thumps it long. Fantastic kick.
Gentle breeze at his back. Goes for distance. McIntosh from behind. Almost. Opportunity for Evans. Picked up by Matera. 25 metres out. He's got another one.
Kick by Clark. McIver caught behind. Waterman and good mark.
Played well, Chris Waterman.
Hart on the run. David Hart through the centre. The kick inside half forward. Langdon. It flips to the back. McIntosh. A snub. He's kicked it. Could be the match winner.
Round 13. Unlucky for some, and for the Eagles as it turned out. A week earlier we struggled a bit against Brisbane, while Collingwood had been thumped by Richmond. They hit back at the MCG, led by a young rookie, Andrew Tranquilli.
Accelerates now. Made his move. Away he goes. Forward of the wing. Kicks inside the 50 and a good kick too. And Hedy's taken the mark about 25 metres out. I didn't think he went too far, Don. Here's Hedy meantime. He kicks and he's got it, his 4th goal.
When you consider it's Collingwood playing the league leaders at the MCG,
The crowd's a lot closer to 35,000 than 60, which it might have been. Moncourt to Tranquilly.
Copybook stuff. If you're in front, you always take the reward.
These boundary throw-ins are killing the West Coast Eagles, though, aren't they?
It's his first senior game since round 1 this season. Distance, 25 metres. 3 goals.
Buckley caused a lot of problems. Little chip pass over the top. Kerrison runs on, takes the mark.
Good running by Kerrison. He started on the half-back flank with that run.
Centering kick. Important ball, this one. They come from all directions.
Tranquilly.
The second attempt. Hasn't he been terrific, this youngster? Andrew Tranquilly. He's got 3 goals.
Well, he was in front. He's got a very good leap, and on the second attempt, he takes the ball down to ground.
Tranquilly will kick from about 45 metres out. Very important kick. Tranquilly. Has it got the carry? Yes, it has. Goal for the Maggies.
A very stylish player in his execution.
13-11 to 10-12. Still plenty of time. In excess of 14 minutes. A real battle at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Rocker in front. Got a fist to that one. Knocked on there by Fraser. Down towards half forward. McCartney helps it on its way. Buckley inside the centre square. Great kick. Tranquilly. He's kicked 4, 2 of them in the previous turn.
He's got a beautiful kicking action. Just watch this.
It's a goal. They're meeting every challenge, the Magpies.
The next week was a pretty important week for us. Coming off that loss to Collingwood, we needed to beat Geelong at Cardinia Park, and it was especially important to me. Following Dwayne Lamb and Michael Brennan, I was lining up for my 150th game for the club. And thanks to my colleagues at Channel 7, we almost had Geelong seeing double. Firstly, Chris, congratulations on reaching 150 games. Now, I've always wanted to ask this question. Do you believe in sex the night before a game? That's not written down there. Ask the questions written down. Sorry, mate. Couldn't resist. What about Freo? I'm warning you. Now, can you remember your first AFL game? Look, very clearly, it was Subi Oval against the Sydney Swans, and I had to make a choice between either going to my brother's wedding or playing. Sorry, Brett. What's the hardest part about playing football? Well, I think everything's hard, but what I can't understand, or what I find hard to understand, is when you lose, the opposition sides, their supporters, they still want to yell abuse at you. Could never work that out. Good point. Tell us about your career highlights. Well, you couldn't go past the 92 grand final. I think being a part of the original Eagles, that'll go down in history. The first team to win at the MCG WA team. And I think just being part of the Eagles as a whole has been a really big highlight. Now, Chris, how much longer can you keep playing? Well, I'll do you a deal. I'll take care of things on the field, you look after things off the field, and we've probably got about 2 to 3 years left. What about any personal goals? Yeah, I'd like to win another premiership, hopefully this year. I'd like to get to 200 games, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. And making sure me and David Hart win the next pool comp. Chris Mainwaring, best of luck on your 150th. And you too. Damn journos.
Kemp, good tackle. Simpson, a bad give. Lewis, nice little ball past McGrath. Excellent vision. Pike can run in and score a goal. Low trajectory, drop punt, kicks and puts it through. Hard to put the Eagles into attack. Weather conditions a little bit better now. Huge pack of players. Lewis waits at the fall of the ball. Nice hand pass to Kemp. It's got to sit for him. It does. 5 metres out. Kemp runs in and kicks it.
8-4-5-6. It's thrown up. Barnes thumps it down towards centre half forward. Taken by Gary Hocking. Away to Couch. That left foot helped him there from 60 metres out. This ball could run on and score a goal. The tip.
Don Pike. Pike's kick to 50. Marking contest down there. Heady. Hocking. The 2 number 1s go at it. Hines. Good hip and shoulder. Snapshot. Evans. He's just got to gather it. It's got to bounce for him. Waterman calls for it. He goes at goal anyway. Kicks and has put it through.
Get to take a mark. Thrown in right on the 50. Stoneham knocks it forward through the legs of Banfield. Hinkley missed the ball. Kemp
Almost missed the ball. Picked up by Pike. Open goal. And I think he's got it. Another one.
Trawls needed here. McIntosh to Pike. Heady, almost the mark. Kemp applies a tackle. No one can go anywhere. Evans gets dragged out as he kicked. He has a go at goal. That's there. That's the game.
Round 15 brought St Kilda to Perth for a Friday night match at the Wacker. It was Dean Kemp's 100th game, and while Kempy had a relatively quiet night, the team had a very strong win.
Matera off the left-hand back point of the square, gets around his opponent Taylor and goes straight down the ground. A punishing kick by the West Coast Eagles winger. McIntosh runs onto it and kicks the Eagles' second goal. Eagles are to score again in this first half. His kick goes in towards the forward pocket and a terrific mark taken by Brennan. A little blustery going at Brennan's back. His shot for goal is good. He gets his first.
Vidovic goes and does well. Harvey just unable to get the right bounce that time. Kemp mobbed up beautifully to Brennan. Brennan to Wilson, good kick. Wilson out in front. He'll run away in an arc as he normally does and then thump it high and long to full forward. Good mark in the front by Spinks. Could probably thought he would be playing alongside Sumich tomorrow, South Fremantle. Kicks from 40 metres. The siren's gone, kicks the goal. Well,
tremendous amount of ability.
41 points the difference. Almost 7 goals here at the Wacker.
Oh, look at Lewis. Just going one way, then the other. And a little left foot pass. 8 kicks and 3 handballs to Jason Ball. His kick goes across the full back line. He looks for and finds Brennan. Brennan goes down the wing and shrugging his opponent off, Matera takes a safe chest mark. He plays on. He's kicking towards the centre. Has been marked there by Spinks. Eagles going forward again with precision. Spinks gets underneath it. A long punt kick in towards the forward pocket. The gatherers by Heady, was it?
Yep.
And he's kicked another goal. And now playing senior football for St Kilda. Here's a chance for the West Coast again. It's Hart's handball over the top. Jakovic could go long. A big long bomb by Glenn Jakovic. It's a goal. What a sensational piece of play.
We met Essendon again in round 16. They'd beaten us in round 1, and while we remembered that, the crowd at Subiaco remembered Kevin Sheedy's coat-waving antics at the MCG 12 months earlier.
Got the hand pass away, gathered by Heady, hand pass nearly found Mainwaring. Ball rebounds for Matera. Matera shrugs the tackle, then sizes the situation and kicks it very nicely to Lewis, who is 40 metres from goal. Lewis plays on, and Wilson has marked it in the right forward pocket. Wilson is only 20 metres out, tight angle, but he gets the goal.
McKenna thought about Matera, gets around Ross with relative ease, kicks up towards half forward, wanted McIntosh, socket off the ground towards Peter Wilson, however. Wilson has possession now, off the kick, 40 metres out, he shoots towards goal, and he pops through a valuable goal to the Eagles. Third plays onto the back pocket. Salmon towards half-back and Hills. Also there is Grenville. It's the latter who picks it up. He's got a player in the middle in David Calthorpe if he can get it there. He can't, however. David Hart intercepts and away goes Hart. Inside 50 towards Sumich.
Great chase by Matera.
Heady and Danaher. Heady has to spoil, but then he applies an excellent tackle on Wangan. And here comes Lewis to McIntosh. Danger here. McIntosh shrugs the tackle. He should goal. That will make it hard for the Bombers now. Inside 50 once again. Lewis does the scouting work. Heady and Lewis combine. Off to Matera. Peter Matera shoots towards goal. He was put, and he'll get a free kick in the right forward pocket.
Brought in. You're not allowed to use a towel to clean the boots in wet conditions.
Matera from 45. Pretty tight angle. Got a good look at this one. Oh, it's a lovely kick. The fat lady isn't singing. She's roaring like the late Janis Joplin.
Here's Kevin Sheedy
leaving the ground now. Stopping the coat-waving treatment now. Remember this, they say. Yeah, he does. Just puts the hand up. Okay, you're the winners today. This is
We were clear on top of the ladder after the win against Essendon, but just when you think things are falling into place, along came the Adelaide Crows. They'd been struggling and we knew it, but no one counted on one of their rookies, Matthew Kluzak.
Has gone back in defence. Kluzak again. He's got 4.
Couple of goals in it. Wren, can he keep going? West Coast under pressure. Banfield, good handball on the up to Mainwaring. Mainwaring to full forward, 1 out, important here. Sumich used his body beautifully. Runs onto it under pressure. Handball, outstanding. Evans, goal. A great bit of football by Sumich.
Kicks towards the outer side wing. Up in front was Wilson. Diving back, McDermott. Hart now. Hart towards half forward. Spears the pass into Rashudo. Rashudo's got this one. Back near the centre circle. Modra drops back. Rashudo goes for distance. Low percentage kick. Big packet to fall off the ball. Ingerson.
It's either a 3-goal margin for the Crows or a 1-goal game. Rashudo, the free kick was paid. Advantage given. It goes up to half forward. Ingerson, very good to McGuinness. Touched it on the ground. Goes long. This is a chance. Kluzak. He's kicked 4. A 17-point lead. He's got it. McKenna on the lead. Tries to get away from Wellman. Good handball to Banfield. Modra providing the run. Here's Jakovic. Oh, great mark. Will he kick a goal on the run? He's 35 metres out. That's one of the plays of the year. Turnbull. Hart goes. Heady. Well, he's a good finisher. He's a very good finisher. Got it. He's got it.
Nerves of steel.
3 to Heady. It's 7 points the margin.
Keeps it alive. Matera runs away. Matera looks goalward. Stabs goalward and he's missed. Behind.
Surely the Crows are going to pull off a remarkable victory. Ross and Smart off the ground in the first half. They've won it, the Crows.
Wow, this is incredible. Incredible.
The Crows have won it.
That's tremendous.
By round 18, the state of Subiaco Oval was the talk of the town. Admittedly, it wasn't too flash at the time, and Richmond weren't too happy about playing there. But it didn't seem to bother too many of our guys, among them Craig Turley, making a welcome return to the side.
Heads to the outer side. Matera does it beautifully. Off to Jakovic. Glenn Jakovic passes towards Sumich. Turner is right with him and gets it away. Free picks it up and kicks back towards the centre. Banfield overruns it. It spills free. At the back is Hart, trying to get it clear of Maxfield. Hart still going, giving away ground. Maxfield persists. He gives it to Mitchell White. White round his body, goes back to centre wing, over the head of Deer and Turnbull. Now Knights and Kemp. Turley runs into a brick wall. Goes back towards Deer. He flicks it high. Mainwaring close to the boundary line. Now Kemp. The left foot pass up towards Wilson on half forward. Traps it, then loses it. Recovers. Sneaks out the back door. Does it beautifully up towards Bond. Bond's got Lewis. Uses him now. He may have to go back to Bond. But no, he's got a couple to chip to. And he finds Sumich. Will have a shot. This to make the margin 13 points. Starts at left. Sneaks it home. Through the arms of Kellaway. Lewis off the ground to Turnbull. And it's all just starting to work at the moment for West Coast. Sumich gives him the lead. He ignores it and goes straight down the middle. A high, long kick in towards full forward. No one able to take the mark. Bond gives it to Turley. Tight angle. Oh, what a goal. Great Turley.
Just over 7 minutes till full time. Knights was up in front. Kemp knocked it away, then kicked it away. It's close to the line. He feeds it back to Pike, who's been very good. 17 possessions, but more importantly, he's closed down Tony free. This is Bond inside the 50. And he's kicked a goal. Hines kicks it high towards the wing.
Hasn't that capped off a great day?
His best on ground, Craig Turley.
Jakovic from behind. Effects the spoil. A little toe poke sends it forward, but only a couple of metres. Look at the escapologist, Matera. to half forward, and ball takes the mark. Could go on with it. Look at this. Look at Sumich alone. He must have a problem. There must be something wrong. He goals.
Irons kicks it high towards the wing.
Speckies. That's what it's all about, mate. Taking hangers and no, that was good. Obviously, those things, those things come if you just keep working hard.
Turley has had to work overtime to re-establish himself. After spending most of last season travelling around Australia, his desire to play at the top returned.
Just realising how much I loved the game and how much I wanted to make the most of my opportunities. And I realise that playing football at AFL level is not going to be there for everyone forever.
And though running around the oval collecting kicks is once again his greatest love, Turley admits he's not your average footballer.
The thought of being normal scares me a bit, Baz, but yeah, I like to think I'm a little bit different, but I think maintaining your sense of individuality is really important for everyone.
Well, I've played footy in some pretty terrible conditions, but I can't remember any worse than our game against Fitzroy in round 19. It was at the Western Oval and only about 5,000 people turned out for the game. I can't blame the fans for staying away because the conditions were atrocious, but gave us the chance to prove we were as good as any Victorian team in wet weather.
So Cook wins that one. Crummel gets it to Kemp. Quick kick, or could have been a free kick to Fitzroy then, no. Socket off the ground. Dunstan and Matera. Oh, Matera. Great play, Peter Matera. Races in the goal. Oh, that was brilliant football for a goal. Turnbull. Turley. Good hand pass. If it sits for Wilson, he'll be in business. More courage needed there. Now it's back to Bond. Well smothered. Good smother applied there by Dent. Still a chance for the Eagles. Kemp's kick to Sumich. Onto his right foot this time. His non-preferred side. Snaps and gets it. Short of right centre wing. Good kick. Long drop punt. And unfortunately for Fitzroy, the mark was dragged down by Ball. So Jason Ball to the centre of the ground. Finds Crummel. Oh, he chips it in short. Oh, good lead. Good pass. And he found Bond. Shane Bond. Long way out from goal, 52 metres. Brings it in towards the square. Chris Lewis playing in front. It's thumped the ground. It's a loose ball. Hawking went without it. Here's Lewis on the left foot.
That was clever.
He's goal. Yes. Wilson did well. Tackled by Wind on ball. Kemp. Quick kick up to Sumich. Went through pretty solidly. Good hip and shoulder. Put his opponent out of business. Lewis, can he make it 4? A right foot snapshot. Bends it around beautifully. Bond 2 metres out goals.
Clever again.
So very busy. Now, Turley's had a good quarter on Roos. Now, Turley in towards half forward. Sumich underneath it. Here's Bond. And Bond kicks a goal. That is a very good kick for a goal. Here's Malloy again. Now, taken away by Simmons. He looks as though he's got some talent. Oh, he ran a long way then. Brings it in towards half forward. Thumped away. Bond. Oh, did that very, very well. McIntosh at goal and sticks it through for a goal.
By round 20, we were still clear on top of the ladder, while our opponents, Hawthorn, were in danger of dropping out of the 8. You might remember they gave us a thumping at Subiaco back in round 5. Well, they did it again at Waverley Park.
Well, it appears it's the Hawthorn of the Eagles backman thought the ball was going to come short because it was tackled the last minute by Wilson. Watch this. Wilson comes back at him and just gets him as he's about to dispose, so they thought the ball was going to drop short, but in fact it carried very well.
Alex McDonald replacing Dunstall at full forward. He kicked 2 goals in the first quarter. This for goal number 3. Hawthorn on a roll.
And the Eagles haven't looked good all day, really, have they?
They've had to restructure 4 or 5 times in each quarter, throwing their midfielders around, their defensive players, so they've never been settled all day.
So here's Taylor doing the ruck with Hudson, the dangerous Hudson for goal number 5. He bends it around. Yes, he's kicked it. Great goal, Paul Hudson.
9.5 minutes remaining. It's 92-46. Exactly double their score. Here's Lewis. Centering kick. Mainwaring hits it hard. Going the wrong way. Still only 40 metres out. Turns and goals. Great goal.
should have been a free kick. I think the umpire playing the advantage here. Bunn on the Gowers. Gowers to the pocket. The lead is on. McDonald has led beautifully full forward. Now he's chipping it into half forward because he saw Tellis and two of the youngsters combined. Will have to kick 45 metres. So let's see what he does. It's not a bad looking kick. This is an excellent kick. It's a goal for his second. Well, beautiful kick. It's Hawthorn's day and a very sad looking Mickey Malthouse looking on.
No one was too happy about that result, especially Mick Malthouse, who closed our next training session.
At this stage of the season, coming into what we see as a second or third place side, second place side, and I think currently fourth or fifth place side in Footscray, that we could be meeting those sides again early in the final series. We don't know. And if we do, we want to practice certain plays because our side, I believe, this week will be totally different structurally than what it was last week.
Last week's loss to Hawthorn was an obvious disappointment for the club. Malthouse says these things happen.
Don't ever expect any side to go through a season undefeated. And if you ever do, you're putting an enormous amount of pressure on the club and the players because, quite frankly, no side will go through undefeated in this competition.
3 rounds to go and North Melbourne came to the Wacker. A win would make sure we finished the minor round with a top 2 spot. We got there, leading by 28 points at three-quarter time, but faded in the last quarter to win by just 9 points.
Dean Kemp, he's dogged it. Well, it's been a great struggle between these two top sides. But Peter Wilson going for his first goal. Short pass, good, Kemp. He's perhaps not a lot much closer, but he goes for the goal, and he will get it. It's home. Kemp has kicked his second goal, both in the second term, 3-on-1. Have a look at this. Mainwaring to mop up, 6.5 minutes left. Mainwaring goes to the goal square. No mark. Eddie's a chance. Gathers. Hand pass ineffective. Ball spills for Wilson. Little kick to a vacant area. Turley should kick the goal and does. Very, very efficient, workmanlike football by the Eagles. No nonsense. 8-11 to 3-8.
For his captain, Worsfold runs a full measure. Ashenko collects him quite harmlessly, really. Heady goes to ground. Turley's been good in this quarter. Spins and weaves. Centering kick is a goal. Wonderful! Would have meant it for sure. Turley's kick 2. Heart of the middle part of this game. Centering kick getting back. Good mark by Archer. This defence has kept North Melbourne in with just a glimmer. Now Schwash, important, he gets a quick kick away. He does. Now can it stay in play? Running hard Campbell, he's got it. A bounce, running onto it with a couple. Carey asking him to kick it long, not providing any sort of a lead. He goes towards man in the pocket. Does well, man. Good mark against Brennan. If he had Nichols on at full forward, he's really got to go back and kick the goal, you'd think, from there. So big play here for Man. In the pocket, good kick. Looks all right, he's got it. Little handball good, gives it to Stevens. Stevens with distance to full forward. Man gives Brennan a shot. Brennan goes towards the boundary line. McKenna's there, he'll run it out for sure. Out of play, but North Melbourne, with 5.5 minutes remaining, are only 30 metres away from goal. They've kicked the last 4 goals in this game, and they've kicked 5 in this final term.
If they're to pull off this victory, they can thank their defence because still they've restricted West Coast just to 10-13. Kick is by Barnett. Gee whiz, it's not a bad snapshot. It's a goal.
Now they're a chance, Robbo.
Stevens, no, taken by King. King's kick to the goal front. And a terrific mark. Now, if anyone doubted that guy was best man on the ground, that surely will prove it. The game is all over, and the footballers with Clint Jakovic, he's taken the mark. And it's all over for North Melbourne. The West Coast have won by 9 points in a terrific match in the finish.
We were 2 games clear of Carlton on top of the ladder, and the Blues had been beaten by Sydney. Now on form, if we beat Sydney and Sydney beat Carlton, we should beat Carlton. Wrong.
Spalding in the goal square. Brown, a snap and a goal by Brown. Now centre wing,
McKay, well played. Alvin's kicked 2 goals. Goes off the ground, Tommy Alvin. Ooh, in with the boot. Still there, Alvin. Look at the desperation. Williams for his millionth possession. McKay, a hand pass. Taken by Mitchell. 35 metres out. Mitchell gets the goal. Kick by Evans. Working it up the ground. Pike, Hart, Banfield. Here's Drew Banfield, a full forward. Heady, 2 number 1s. Silvani spoiled. Bond, back to Brett Heady, who snaps a goal. His first goal for the afternoon. Guy McKenna playing without the gloves today. Matera, oh, it's chopped off by McKay. Matera waited rather than approaching the ball, and Carlton, even with a match-winning lead, are still hitting the ball hard. It's only his 4th kick for the day. Right in front, 40 metres out, goal.
That game also saw Craig Turley suspended for striking Greg Williams. We had a bye the following week, and it gave me a chance to catch up with one of my high-flying teammates, Jason Ball, very much the young executive. Off the field, he's just landed a job stockbroking and is kicking a few of his own goals. But how's my portfolio going?
Oh, we just checked it out before, Chris, and you're in a bit of strife.
But the only strife he's found himself in recently was when he was watching his former Swan District's teammates.
I happened to walk into the training rooms and I just leaned up against the wall to listen to Toddy's address, and I flicked the light switch off. Who turned the bloody lights off down at Fremantle Oval? I switched those lights back on, and it's the quickest I've moved actually after a game.
When it comes to his future though, he has no troubles in knowing what he wants.
Well, I'm 21 years of age and I hope to stay there for at least another 10 years, playing Premiership sides, and just be part of the team for the future.
So don't forget, if you're looking for a good young stockbroker going places, you'll find him at Porter Western. Our final home and away game was against Footscray, and unfortunately, it'll be remembered more for that half-time brawl than for our impressive win over the Bulldogs.
The Eagles by 27 points as Pike brings it to half forward. Wilson races after it. He's got pace by the ball. Now he still ends up with it. Good play by Wilson. Finds Mainwaring. He'll bring that back in front of goal, hoping Lewis at the back can take a mark. He can't do so. It's thumped away. Still a chance as ball gets in a hand pass. And it gets in. That's a goal. Kick by Flumich. Oh, the Eagles on fire. Thumped away towards centre wing. David Hart waits underneath, gets in a hand pass. Mainwaring's had plenty of touches. An ordinary hand pass towards Heady. Oh, shirt front. Hip and shoulder by Steve Wallace, and he got Brett Heady right down the middle. And that hurt.
Yeah, I know, but Heady knew he was coming, didn't protect himself very well at all. Courageous effort to go for the footy, but you've got to look after yourself.
And there's the siren for half-time, just as Brett Heady is receiving treatment just inside the boundary line. And the Footscray players came from everywhere to congratulate Steve Wallace for this one. A totally fair hip and shoulder.
Oh, it's on.
There's a bit of a blue on here at the moment. Players coming from everywhere. And that is the sort of thing that might spark up Footscray. They need something like that. It was fair, but Heady is going to be carried off with a stretcher. But this is looking ugly at the minute.
Well, the Eagles players, well, both sides would be stupid to get too involved here because finals coming up.
So Mark Hunter, who skippered the side during the season, about 3 games, punch down, it goes to Bond, into Pike. Eagles running amok. A kick by Pike is fantastic. Ball knocked on by Osborne with courage. Croft applying the tackle. Reynolds the hand pass. Scott West for Footscray. Oh, magnificent by McIntosh. That was an open goal of soda.
Yes, well, the shepherd's being applied by Grant on McIntosh, but he didn't do it well enough. You might not see it in screen. He's just gone off there. McIntosh got around him.
Again, Grant goes in after it. It's knocked further afield by Jakovich. Oh, that was good play onto McKenna. McKenna the ball. Good play. Ball goes on with it. He gives it to Mainwaring. Back to Jason Ball. In towards half forward. And the mark taken there by Simmons. Simmons way out. He He'll have to kick from 50 metres, but he's looking for the pass. In towards full forward, and waiting over the back is Hines for a goal.
How did he get that?
Mark of the day to Ashley McIntosh. A wobbly kick to half forward. Bond did well to get his body in. All Costa was tripped. Umpire calling play on. Pike to Matera. Matera with pace. Look at this. He's over the long bomb. It's an open goal. Matera. Brilliant goal. Oh, can he play football, this bloke?
With the new final 8, our top place finish meant we played Collingwood, who'd finished 8th. We played at the Wacker in what a lot of our fans thought would be a straightforward win. But nothing is ever straightforward against Collingwood.
Strong there was Jakovic. McCartney does well, but it's McKenna. Kicks it across the half-back line. It may still stay inside the boundary line here. Williams, after it hard was Brown. Gets it back to Williams. Williams gets past Morsmole. In goes Tranquilli. Can he miss from there? He couldn't. He's goal. This is a magnificent game of football. It was very tight for 3/4. It's opened up a little in the last.
Gavin Brown has done it consistently in the second half.
Hines goes up and gets it down into the path of Lewis. Away it comes to Wilson, back to Lewis on the burst, about 75 metres from goal, down towards full forward. Heady, open goal, gets it.
Hart goes away to Jakovic. Jakovic backs himself. It could be a critical play. He handballs to the 50-metre line. Collingwood take possession through Pert, but doing it well was Speaks. Gets the handball to Mainwaring. Mainwaring's kick is in towards centre-half forward. No mark. The ball spills. Held, but he didn't have it. Was Russell. Maybe advantage. It is. It's with Collingwood. Christian took the football and got it to Buckley. Buckley wide. It must bounce nicely for McCartney, and he must kick a goal. If Collingwood are to be any chance, he must kick a goal, and he has. Magnificent stuff. McCartney's first goal, and Collingwood back in it with less than a minute. The centre break all important when the ball gets back there.
Eagles by 2 points. Inside the last minute of the game, Hines went the distance. Williams has got it. Down he goes. The umpire wants it and the clock continues to run. This has been a contentious issue all season long.
I thought he might have got the free kick then, Williams.
As I said just moments ago, hopefully the umpires hear the siren this time. Umpire Carey puts it down right in the middle. Hines comes off his run. Christian against him, slapped out by Ball down towards half forward. Look at them go. Tired players all. In goes Kemp, missed it. Hassel's got it over the top. We're down to 20 seconds. McGuan will look away. Handfuls. It'll come back to Hassel.
There's a free kick behind play. Hassel.
The umpires whistle time
Against
on.
Mainwaring, is it?
The clock is stopped at 13 seconds. Hassel will take the ball on the wing. He was held by Mainwaring.
We've got to get numbers back, West Coast.
We're down to 10 seconds.
Collingwood are going to take a mark.
Inside the 50. Missed by McGuan. It comes to Jakovic. They dive in. It's all over. The siren will sound. McGuan at the half chance. Couldn't hang on. It's all over at the Wacker. And what a remarkable game of football. Only fitting in the weekend we've had. Collingwood ever so close.
For the first time in football history, there were 2 preliminary finals, with the winners going through to the grand final. For us, it was sudden death against Melbourne, who'd beaten Carlton and Footscray in their 2 previous finals. Fortunately, we'd had the benefit of a week's rest.
Neats takes it away over towards Andy Lovell. Lewis is pressuring all the way. Lovell eventually forced to kick across the face of goal and may pay the ultimate price as Mainwaring comes over the top. But take a screamer. He plays on to Heady. And Brett Heady will kick for number 5.
Yes, and all the Melbourne players are turning around arguing with each other saying, why did we kick that way? And the kick had to be better, and all of a sudden, the Eagles just found a spare man in Heady. Great mark.
Heady heads for goal. From 40 metres, the wind it is back.
and he gets it. 5 goals for Brent Heady. Well, the difference now for the West Coast is 29 points, so it's imperative that Melbourne kick a goal in the remaining minutes of this third term. But on the other hand, just hold the Eagles up. Johnny Worsfold's kicking towards half-forwards. Heady again, couldn't take the mark. Ball spills free. Melbourne striving from half-back to get the ball clear. Matera to Wilson. Wilson loves it. He loves it and laps it up. Obbs had it taken away by his teammate in Hilton. Lewis gets tackled but gets it away to Banfield. Which way will this one bounce? Heady again! Six goals to Brent Heady. Not his birthday, is it? Lewis, very, very skillful and very nicely done to Mainwaring. Mainwaring goes long in towards full forward. The ball knocked away, but not far enough for Melbourne's sake. And Sumich hooks the kick and it bounces through for another goal to the West Coast. 2 goals to Peter Sumich. Matera does magnificently well. He can set this up for Mainwaring. Away he goes into the pocket looking for Sumich, who was there but couldn't take the mark. Now Wilson giving away a little ground. Kripke in hot pursuit. Bends it round his body. Kemp gives a bit of a nut. Takes the mark. 16th kick coming up for Dean Kemp. Hasn't kicked a goal prior to this. He has now. First goal of Dean Kemp. Short to Pike. He was on the bench earlier in this last quarter. Kicks it to Turnbull. Turnbull approaching centre half forward. Bombs away to the goal line. It's a mark taken by Ball. About 3 metres out directly in front, and this will be the last kick of the day. Jason Ball has kicked 1 goal. He will get his 2nd goal. There's the siren. So it's all over for season 1994. Ball gets the goal, and the Demons have been sunk at the Wacker.
So here we were. Our 3rd grand final in 4 years and a chance to grab a 2nd premiership in the Eagles' relatively short history. There is nothing in football as good as playing in a grand final, and nothing better than the feeling of winning.
Handley in front, ball from behind. Taken brilliantly by Evans, who shoots. Goal! West Coast by 12 points. Thumped down it there by Barnes, down towards half forward Jankovic. Great dash, inspirational stuff inside the 50. Sumich sets in from the side, Heady. Ricochets off Bond, taken by McGrath. Boots it out wide. Hines in best position. Bond is on for the hand pass. Bond has got it 35 metres out, sharp angle, settles, kicks. He's got it.
Across half-back in the back pocket. Barnes lays it down. Bairstow caught. Took a long time to get rid of it. Hart caught. Good tackle on him too by Pickering. Kemp's little handball didn't go very far. Pike trapped it well. Couch should kick a goal. Goes for it, Couch. He's got it. Jankovic to feed off him. Ablett's first touch. Takes Jankovic on. Handball brilliant. Billy needs a good bounce. Matera looks for a free kick. Minch's hands are quick. Riccardi should goal. It bounces. It's a goal. This is a good little recovery now for the Cats.
Wills wants it. That's the target. Wills settles in front. From behind, Worsfold, great grab in front.
Great work from Wills, who ran 150 metres to get that one.
Wills takes him on. Gets by Worsfold. Kicks from 35. Oh, great goal! Andrew Wills beat Worsfold, who was standing the mark.
Strangely, West Coast implementing zone defence for the first time in the finals. Have gone man on man to date.
Barnes front spot, Turnbull all over him the back. Kemp laid it off, Wilson from 50. Another very good kick, he's got it!
The Cats looking to break the shackles this afternoon. They've got their problems at the moment. Riccardi kept it in front, comes again, well played, Peter Riccardi across half back, pushing the ball towards the middle. Still he goes, Riccardi. Well played indeed. Mensch. Mansfield arches the back and comes away. Kicks well inside the 50. Oh! groundless. Well, the signs were there. He missed one moments ago. That time even higher, and that time it stuck. Groundless finishes his good work. Will that lift the Cats? Turnbull over Barnes, gets it on the ground again. Wilson over the left shoulder. Kemp, 45 metres out. Dean Kemp. Will this be a goal? Yes, it will.
For the game's had 22 touches. Tudor has it ripped off. West Coast are going hard. Evans. High tackle. Matera to Hart to Turnbull to full forward. Front spot, Waterman heading. He's kicked one already. Snaps. That's it, you'd reckon.
They're toying with them now. This is Pike. Plenty of time. They'll contest about 20 metres out. Waiting behind. It's grabbed by Waterman. He gets another one.
And here Waits Dennis is lost.
Turnbull to centre half forward. Sumich sets into a ball again.
And it's really ominous for all clubs in the competition at the depth of talent that the West Coast have.
He's kicked one goal. He's kicked 2 goals. Paddock here. This is where Pike loves to run into a bit of space. Great tagger, but he finds space so well. Evans normally goals from this situation. He's got it. It's another one, his third.
Michael Malthouse. A job well done. He coached his first game at the Western Oval back in 1984. Footscray was the side. They won that afternoon against Richmond. And now a long road to the MCG and his second premiership. The Eagles are premiers for the second time in 3 seasons. No debate. They've won in the most convincing style. 2023 to 8:15. They're celebrating in Western Australia. They're celebrating at the MCG.
And the 1994 winner of the Norm Smith Medal is Dean Kemp. And first up, number 1, Brett Heddy. Number 2, Dean Kemp. Number 3, Chris Mainwaring. Number 4, Peter Sumich. Number 6, Drew Banfield. Number 9, Peter Wilson. Number 10, Don Pike. Number 11, Ashley McIntosh. Number 14, Michael Brennan. Number 17, Guy McKenna. Number 18, Tony Evans. Number 20, Shane Bond. Number 22, David Hines. Number 26, Jason Ball. Number 27, Glenn Jakovich. Number 28, Chris Lewis. Number 18, Tony Evans. Number 30, Peter Matera. Number 36, David Hart.
Number 39, Chris Waterman. And number 50, Ryan Turnbull. And of course, the captain of the West Coast Eagles, number 24, John Worsfold. And the coach, Michael Malthouse. And I'd now like to ask Dick Reynolds to present the 1994 Premiership Cup to the West Coast Eagles.
Australian Football Video presents Vintage Football from the Seven Sport Classics collection. Seven's Magic Moments and the Sensational 70s. Football action to get your blood boiling. In Seven's Magic Moments, thrill to 30 minutes of unrivaled football history. From the brilliance of Baldock to the antics of Jacko. And the Sensational 70s. Highlights from one of Aussie rule's finest decades. Magic Moments and Sensational 70s. Two magnificent Seven Sport Classics from Australian Football Video.